Test 1 2. Test 1 2. No, I tried to find it. Thank you, Fountain. Yep. I'm buffering. I hear it. Yeah, uh, it's 6:58. Man, you post. How are we looking, John? I got 7 o'clock. Okay. I got you. Yeah, yeah.
Good evening, parents. Good evening, parents, friends, and special guests. My name is Diane Fox, and I am the proud assistant principal of Hampton Bays Middle School. Welcome to the class of 2023, the 8th grade moving up ceremony. Before we begin, please allow me to address a few housekeeping items. Please note that by order of the Southampton Town Code Enforcement, all aisleways must remain clear as a safe passage in the unlikely event of an emergency. Please take notice of our school safety team, led by Mr. John Moran, who are with us tonight, acting as marshals. You will see them highlighted in yellow and black jackets. We appreciate your cooperation with any special requests that they may make to ensure your safety and comfort during tonight's ceremony. At this time, please take note of the emergency exits marked around the tent. Restrooms are available in the high school. By New York State law, there is no smoking permitted anywhere here on school grounds. And finally, please silence all electronic communication devices. Thank you.
Yep, he's coming.
At this time, I would like to ask everyone to please remain standing as we proudly introduce the American Legion Hand Aldrich Post number 924 to present the colors.
Forward. More.
Please remain standing as I introduce Rafael Dominguez to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the harmonizers under the direction of Ms. Megan Metzger to lead us in the performance of our national anthem. Thank you, harmonizers. Thank you, Rafael, one of our academic leaders of this year's 8th grade class. Please remain standing as we honor the members of the American Legion Hand Aldrich Post number 924. Color guard, please retire the colors. Please be seated. At this time, it is with great pleasure that I introduce our Hampton Bays Middle School principal, Mr. Dennis Shub. Please enjoy the evening.
Before we begin, I would just like to mention to everybody that there is water in the back, and there's also, this event is being live streamed from the cafeteria. Good evening, friends, family, and special guests. Welcome to the class of 2023 8th grade moving up and award ceremony. It is my pleasure to serve as principal of Hampton Bays Middle School and share with you and celebrate tonight's milestone in your children's lives. Please join me in a round of applause for our middle school harmonizers and tonight's honorees, the class of 2023. It is my pleasure to welcome special guests who are here with us this evening. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Clemens. Board of Education President, Mr. Springer. Board of Education Trustees, Mrs. Scully and Mrs. Culhane. Assistant Superintendents, Mr. Luce, Mr. Pignano, and Mrs. Sullivan. Director of Health, Physical Education, and Athletics, Mr. Walker. Hampton Bays High School Principal, Mr. Richard, and Associate Principal, Mr. Ferraro. And once again, the members of the American Legion and Aldrich Post 924. And finally, welcome to the outstanding faculty and staff with us who help our students succeed every day. Thank you for being here to honor our middle school students. Tonight we celebrate the success of our 8th grade students, and we deliver a special group of young adults to the high school. Students, you will each receive a certificate that symbolizes progress as we turn the page on your middle school careers and set your paths both at Hampton Bays High School, students, and as community leaders. At this time, please join me in a warm welcome for Mrs. O'Halloran, who will retire at the end of this school year after 33 years of service to the Hampton Bays schools.
It is my pleasure tonight to recognize students for consistent, outstanding academic achievement. These students maintained an average that earned them a spot on the honor roll throughout the entire school year, which is no easy task, especially in the 8th grade. Will these students please stand? Next, I would like the 2018-2019 Johns Hopkins University Talent Research recipients to please stand. These students have been identified as the top 5% of student achievers based on the results of local SRI, SMI assessments. Let's have another round of applause. Lastly, I would like to honor those students who were inducted into the National Junior Honor Society. These 23 students have already received their Honor Society certificate. They are the academic leaders of the class of 2023, and they also excel in the areas of character, leadership, citizenship, and service. National Junior Honor Society members, will you please stand to be honored by our flag? I hope all these distinguished students enjoy continued academic success in high school. Good luck, and keep the goal of academic success front and center. At this time, please welcome Mr. O'Toole and Ms. Whippen to present the Math 8 Award and the Algebra Award.
In Math 8, students spent the year dissecting problems with more rigor and depth, focusing on fewer, more central standards, and building a core understanding and connection between mathematical concepts and skill. This year's recipient of the Math 8 Award goes to a student who did just that. Throughout the year, he was able to grasp material and look at things from another perspective, making connections between a variety of topics and the world around him. When I think of this student, I recall a quote by Babe Ruth: "You can't beat the person who never gives up." This student is a hard worker and is dedicated to his studies, no matter how challenging the work gets. He's not afraid to ask questions, but always gives himself the opportunity to try it on his own first. Finishing the year with a cumulative average of 94 in math, he proved that he is ready to go on to the next level and face tougher challenges. Congratulations to our Math 8 Award winner, Jason Fallon.
This year's Algebra Award goes to a student that is exceptionally bright, hardworking, and respectful. He has the ability to view math differently than his peers, which allows him to use his analytical and problem-solving skills to find given solutions for problems of various difficulties. He comes to class every day eager to learn and is always actively participating and asking questions. He's a leader amongst his peers, and he is someone that other students often go to for help or guidance in the classroom. He has been a great contributor to our class all year long, and he scored 100 on the Algebra Regions. I'm confident this student will continue to excel at high school, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. I'm very proud to present this year's Algebra Award to Christian Cruz.
Please welcome Mr. Singh to present the Social Studies 8 Award and Ms. Mills who present the English.
Good evening. This year, the 8th grade Social Studies Award goes to a young man who is always engaged in the classroom environment and overcomes every challenge in and outside the classroom. He exemplifies a commitment to character, integrity, and academic achievement. For our project, this student provided detailed research while adding his own creative twist to his final presentation. His musical stylings will certainly remain in the minds of his fellow classmates for years to come. When this student is not excelling inside the classroom, he balances a diverse extracurricular life with participation in music, theater, and an outstanding track career. This student is certainly on the pathway to success. He is always willing to support other students and provide additional insight into the classroom discussion. It is for this reason that the Social Studies Award is being given to Elijah Amos.
The student we are honoring tonight with the English 8 Award is someone who is exceptionally intelligent. She's an insightful reader and writer. For our 8th grade research paper, based on the classic novel To Kill a Mockingbird, she took an in-depth look at how the hate group, KKK, originated, as well as the negative impact that group has had on our society. In addition, this student is someone who impressively balances academics and athletics. She's a three-sport athlete this year, competing for HB in volleyball, lacrosse, and golf. She's also a true student leader. Our recipient tonight is active in the National Junior Honor Society, which means she's been an active part of serving our community through volunteer activities, as well as a participant in various school events. To say she's special or remarkable is an understatement. This year's award for English 8 goes to Jameson Ewing. Honors Living Environment Student of the Year Award goes to an incredible young lady. One who would be described by anyone who knows her as kind, patient, respectful, hardworking, and enthusiastic. Not only did she consistently score the highest grades in science this year, but she embodies all the characteristics that makes one truly exceptional. She's dedicated. She came to class each day prepared, energetic, and eager to learn. She is persistent. Never shying away from a challenge, she worked hard each day and was always open to asking questions and grappling with new ideas. She is thoughtful. When she spoke, it was with intention and meaning, leading class discussions to a place that involved a much deeper level of thinking and learning. Most of all, she is kind and compassionate. She's always seen a smile on her face and is always the first to lend a helping hand or explanation to anyone in need. I look forward to hearing about all she will accomplish as she enters Hampton Bays High School. I am confident that she will continue to have the same positive impact on others in the high school as she had during the middle school. I am honored to present this year's Living Environment Award to Sophia Solano Cruz.
Also important to recognize is our Living Environment Regents results. Our department is so proud to announce that this year, 90% of our students passed the Regents. Also, our highest grade on the Regents was rocked out by Christian Cruz, who got an impressive 98, missing only one multiple choice question on the exam, which in itself is amazing. But more importantly, Christian is the winner of the coveted beaker of frog eyes. You can pick them up tomorrow, Christian. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Dayton to present the Art Award and the Technology Award.
Good evening. Presenting the Visual Art Award is one of the most inspiring tasks I can imagine. Every year, I am astounded at the quality of student work, encompassing a commitment to both design and innovation. This year's recipient of the Visual Art Award frequently took longer than most to complete projects, but the results were never disappointing. This student was always eager to question project parameters, helping others to see daring and more innovative possibilities. As an innovator, this student is always ready to break away from an old way of thinking and embrace a new, more creative way of solving a problem or meeting a need, approaching any challenge with both artistic curiosity and patience. I predict a bright future for this student in a design field, such as engineering or architecture. It is my honor to present the Visual Art Award to Zachary Greenpark. Technology Award is given to a student who is dedicated to their work and not worried about taking on new challenges. This year's candidate is an outstanding student that has excelled working in and out of the classroom. This student often completes their work early and asks to bring work home, to add her own touches of creativity, such as a custom painting of a birdhouse or creating vinyl decals for her softball helmet. For the past 2 years off the field, she has become an integral part of lighting for the middle school drama productions. She strives for perfection and often questions whether or not her work is good enough. Well, in short, it is. If she continues on her own path, I have no worries that she will continue to excel in school and in life. Over the past 2 years, this student has stood out due to her character, her work ethic, and willingness to try new things. On behalf of Mr. Balistreri, please congratulate Haley Weisbard. At this time, please welcome to the podium Hampton, Ms. Figari, Ms. Strano, and Ms. Burkhart, who will present our foreign language awards. This year's recipient of the French Award goes to a student who has continued to impress me with her ambition and persistence in learning French. She is the type of student who isn't afraid to ask questions or take a good guess with this foreign language. She genuinely cares about her progress and is at all times connected to the lesson at hand. She's always positive in her approach to learning and remains humble at the same time. I've enjoyed having her as a student these past 2 years, and fortunately, I will have the honor of teaching Brianna in the high school next year. This year's French Award goes to Brianna Clear.
The student being recognized for the Spanish Award this evening is focused, hardworking, and eager to participate. He is good-natured, funny, kind, and wears a smile into class every morning. The recipient of tonight's award is meticulous with his work and gives his absolute best on every assignment and project that he is given. This young man not only focuses on mastering grammar and vocabulary, he also takes the time to perfect his pronunciation in Spanish. He is an active participant in his own learning, taking the initiative to ask questions and seek guidance to make sure he understands the topic at hand. I'm very confident that this conscientious young man will go very far in life, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. I'm very proud to present this year's Spanish Award to Liam Sutton.
Tonight, I am honored to present the Spanish for Native Speakers Award to an incredible student who I've had the pleasure of teaching for the past year and a half. This student has never disappointed me. She's a positive influence to her classmates, and she takes her job as a student very seriously. She always has incredible ideas when it comes to projects, and it's always fun to see how she brings these ideas to life. What I love most about her, though, is that she's a genuine, kind, and caring person. This, along with so many other attributes that she possesses, makes me confident that she'll do amazing things during her years in high school and beyond. I am proud to give the Spanish for Native Speakers Award to Sophia Corridor. At this time, please welcome to the podium Ms. McGurlin, Ms. Diabramo, and Mr. McClario to present our next series of awards.
Good evening. It is my honor to present the English as a New Language Award. In order to be successful, an English language learner student must meet challenges with determination, conscientiousness, and perseverance. The student who will be receiving the ENL award tonight has exemplified these characteristics. From the time this student arrived here in 6th grade, she has demonstrated a commitment and a desire to learn that sets her apart. Her consistent dedication to the pursuit of her education is admirable, not only to her teachers, but to her peers as well. In 3 years, she has quickly surpassed one goal after another in her pursuit to being successful in a new language. She is truly an outstanding role model. Congratulations on your exceptional work as a middle school student, and I look forward to hearing of your future successes as a high school student. It is with great pride that I present the ENL Award to Natalie Moncado Polizo.
It is my pleasure to present this year's first recipient of the Triple C Award. The young woman receiving tonight's award has consistently demonstrated with diligence, a commitment to her studies, the courage to work through difficulties, and a strong personal character that has the ability to profoundly impact those around her. I look back on the past 2 years and reflect on the growth this student has made. A wise Helen Keller once said, "Optimism is faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." The student I'm describing has a positive outlook and confidence that drives her to be the person she is, a person that never gives up. The first time I met this young lady, I could see sheer determination in how she conducted herself. In her academic studies and in her school life, I have watched her grow into a unique individual. She comes to school excited to learn, hopeful, and proud of her academic achievements. She is a member of the National Junior Honor Society and on the school gymnastics team. This student is hardworking and demonstrates the motivation necessary to achieve any goal she sets her mind to. It is without a doubt this student will continue to use her character, courage, and commitment to accomplish her aspirations. It is with great joy and pride that I welcome Amy Prado to receive the Triple C. The other recipient of the Triple C Award has also consistently demonstrated 3 attributes of commitment, courage, and character. As Winston Churchill once said, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. This student exemplifies this exact thought. Over the past 2 years, it has been a pleasure to see her grow and transform into the young person she has become. Her positive attitude and light-hearted personality shine through. She is a positive role model and a leader in her classes. She is funny and hardworking and goes the extra mile. She is a creative thinker and isn't afraid to make mistakes. Through her mistakes, I've observed her determination to learn and achieve success. Her perseverance and fearless personality will only guide her to accomplish her future goals. It is with great honor for me to present Dahlia Iglesias with the Triple C.
The award I'm presenting is one that's near and dear to my heart. It's called the Perseverance Award. It's in honor of Matthew McCabe. I had the pleasure to be one of Matthew's teachers in 8th grade. He was such a great kid, hardworking, respectful, and had a big heart. Matt loved school and everything Bainbridge. He also had a passion for sports, especially football and baseball. Matthew unfortunately passed away in January of 2011 in the middle of his 8th grade year. To honor Matt's memory, each year we recognize a student athlete who carries Matt's legacy of perseverance in the classroom and on the athletic field. The winner's name is permanently displayed on a beautiful plaque donated by Matthew's mom. The plaque is located by the athletic showcase next to the middle school gymnasium. This year's winner embodies many of the same great qualities as Matthew. He is respectful to both his teammates and his coaches. He shows up to practices and gives 100%. In addition to football, he also performed extremely well in lacrosse, wrestling, basketball. Most importantly, this young person does well academically, taking 2 Regents courses in 8th grade, having a positive attitude and a good work ethic in the classroom, all while being a 3-sport athlete. This is a true example of perseverance we admire in young people. So it is with great pleasure and pride that I present this year's Perseverance Award to Zach Bahamondes. This time, please welcome Mrs. Mazer and Ms. Metzger to the podium.
This year's 8th grade class is an extremely talented one. The 2 musicians that have been chosen to receive the choral and instrumental awards are very involved in our musical ensembles. They are very passionate about music. Both of these students have been in band and chorus since the 5th grade. These students are devoted, caring, and accountable. Both of these students were inducted into our new Triumph Honor Society chapter and were chosen as officers this year. They strive for perfection in every activity that they are involved with. They are very talented vocalists and both have an outstanding tone and amazing note accuracy. Combined with great attitude and reliability, these students are going to do even more amazing things in their future.
I've had the pleasure of working with these two wonderful musicians and harmonizers. They are both anchors to their sections and role models to the students around them. They have both participated in the NISMA Solo Festival for 4 years. Our choral recipient is in chorus, harmonizers, band, Mayo, the Metropolitan Youth Orchestra, and theater, and has been with Camilla, Scamilla, and Lisva during her time in middle school. Our instrumental recipient is in band, jazz band, chorus, and harmonizers. Their musical and academic achievements are impressive, but they are two of the most kind, hardworking, down-to-earth people you'll ever meet. These two will go far. The music department is honored to present the choral and instrumental awards to Isabel Kane and Patrick Collins Jr. At this time, please welcome Ms. Weber and Mrs. Poland to present our next series of awards.
Good evening. I first want to just take a moment to say that as the Family and Consumer Sciences teacher this past year, I had the immense pleasure of teaching almost all the 8th graders sitting here before us. And I am so immensely proud of you guys moving forward and excited to see where the next 4 years takes you in high school and beyond that. This year's Family and Consumer Sciences Award goes to a young person who I not only had the pleasure of teaching this year, but coaching on the lacrosse field as well. She brings a consistent energy of passion and enthusiasm into every single school day, always exceeding expectations on classroom assignments and projects. I deeply admire her ability to dream and fiercely pursue the goals that she has set for herself, whether it be something as simple as improving a grade by just a few points, or as grand as winning a Tony Award, which I believe she will do one day. At the start of the year, this student wrote a quote on her vision board that has stayed in the back of my mind throughout these passing months. It read, "You will never do a whole lot unless you are brave enough to try." So today I am honored to say congratulations to Zoe Engelgren.
Two students being recognized for the Physical Education Award exhibit good character in everything that they do. The trait is best exemplified in a self-directed class such as physical education. These students are cooperative yet competitive, kind-hearted yet demanding. They are hardworking, and best of all, they are a lot of fun to be around. He is an honor student who plays soccer and then plays more soccer. And when he's not playing soccer, he's thinking about playing soccer. She is a presidential honors student who, when not dancing, is playing field hockey, volleyball, and lacrosse. Both of these students are game changers and have a positive effect on everyone that they come in contact with. I am proud to present this year's Physical Education Awards to Lillian Patek and Nicholas Garcia Guarna. Please welcome Mr. Calorano and Mr. Garofalo.
It is our honor to be able to present the recipients of the SANS recognition, which stands for Student Award for Notable and Distinguished Service. This award is given to two students who have demonstrated exemplary community participation, both in and out of school. All participants were required to complete a minimum of 10 community service hours accrued beyond the school day. Both of these recipients far surpassed that requirement. Students were required to write and submit an essay answering the question, in your time as a Hampton Bays Middle School student, how has your community service changed your view of the world?
This award is unique in that students are not only judged by the members of our faculty and staff, but also by the student leaders of the 7th grade. So although this award celebrates service, it also highlights the positive impact these recipients have made on their student peers. We are grateful to the following students for being role models in servant leadership. You have set the expectation in service for all other middle school students who will look to emulate you. It's an honor to present this year's SANS recognition to Lauren Amidio and Isabel Kane. Please welcome Ms. Fox.
It is my pleasure this evening to present the American Legion Leadership Award. But first, I would like to take a moment to honor our veterans and active service members. If you are a veteran or currently serving our military, please stand. We are thankful for you being here with us tonight, and we appreciate your service, commitment, honor, and loyalty to our country. You serve as wonderful role models to our children each and every day. The American Legion Leadership Award recognizes students who set an example for others to follow and for those who show respect and care for their fellow peers. The American Legion strongly believes that all children should be praised when they demonstrate qualities of character and school leadership. If you've had the pleasure of knowing our Legion members personally, you know that these are core values that they live by and that they cherish. This student has stood out amongst her peers by believing and living these same core values. It is with pride that I present this year's American Legion Hand Aldrich Post number 924 Leadership Award to Sophia Solano Cruz. At this time, I'd like to please welcome back Mr. Dennis Shug back to the podium.
People grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built. It is my privilege to recognize two special adolescents honored with our Middle School Character Award, each of whom exemplify these words from former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, each and every day of middle school. Each of these students selected by their teachers for this award display compassion, honesty, integrity, and hard work. Each is a proven leader in and out of the classroom, and each welcomes academic challenges, tackling obstacles with tenacity, curiosity, and hard work. These two students lead as active members of our student council. She was the captain of the volleyball team, helping to organize a tournament for the Airborne Tri-Team, a nonprofit organization designed to help war veterans. He served as a volunteer at the Special Olympics. He has served as a captain on his football, basketball, and lacrosse teams for the last 2 years. She has volunteered at the animal shelter, where she's constructed toys and homes for animals. He has grown and donated garden vegetables for the local food pantry, and both students have earned presidential honors for academics in grades 7 and 8. Some words that come to mind for each are community, service, teamwork, and empathy. For each, Character and a sense of community runs deep and positively contributing toward a positive school culture. Both represented our school at the Jones Beach Breast Cancer Walk, the East End Cleanup, and the 8th grade Spaghetti Dinner. Every day, these two students model how to be proud to represent Hampton Bays Middle School. Congratulations to this year's recipients of the Middle School Character Award, Brianna Quiros and Liam Sutton. Please welcome Mrs. Sears to present our final individual award for the evening, the Valedictorian Award.
The fundamental purpose of a school is to create lifelong learners, to promote academics, and to give students the tools they need to succeed in the 21st century. The next award, the Middle School Valedictorian Award, is given to the student with the highest overall average. The Valedictorian Award is the highest honor we can bestow in a school. This award recognizes superior academic achievement. This year's recipient is an abstract thinker who is self-motivated and a seeker of knowledge. His teachers describe him as insightful, inquisitive, and creative. He has an amazing memory, which allows him to recall obscure knowledge and facts. He is an incredible reader and relishes pursuing a subject in depth. He quietly processes, explores, and analyzes what he learns in the classroom. The student can easily connect a small idea to the wider world and make significant connections between academic disciplines. The student also shines because of his musical abilities. He is a member of all 4 music ensembles and is a leader in his instrumental classes. He has exceptional musical knowledge on multiple instruments. Furthermore, this past summer, the student attended the Young Artists and Writers Project program. While attending the program, he was able to let his creativity shine by writing his own play. His play was selected to come to life on the Stony Brook Southampton Theater stage. He is a gifted musician, writer, and performer, and this is just the beginning of his successful endeavors. Please help me congratulate the 2019 Hampton Bays Middle School Valedictory Award winner, Dante Zangrilla. At this time, allow me to introduce the 8th grade co-advisors, Ms. Daciano Martinez.
As co-advisors to the Hampton Bays School class of 2023, what an awesome opportunity it was for Ms. Doss and me to get to know and spend time with this special group of 8th graders.
Class of 2023 successfully took charge of school-wide activities, including harvest games, the spaghetti dinner, Spirit Week. We answered the call for community service by once again sponsoring the American Cancer Society Breast Cancer Walk to promote awareness and research. We partnered with the Airborne Tri-Team to support returning veterans and worked tirelessly to alleviate veteran suicides. We led the charge on class night, raising over $500 for the Surfrider Foundation in memory of Hampton Bays alumnus Keith Bynum.
We walked on college campuses, perused museum exhibits in Washington, D.C., and even solved the murder mystery at the Sheer Magnus Hair Salon. We connected what we learn in school to what we learn in life.
Christina and I wish you all the very best that the high school has to offer. There are so many new activities for you. Please take advantage of every one you can. Stay involved in school, find your favorite elective classes, always keep your academics a priority. Not just at that last minute when you're counting those LE labs up to make sure you have enough in that folder to take the Regents. Stay on top of your classes all year long to avoid the fourth quarter stress of wondering if you're going to make it for the year. Be a student from September through June. Congratulations, my 8th grade friends. Good luck, be well, keep in touch. You made it through middle school. Thanks for a great year.
Will Superintendent Clemenson, Principal Shove, and Assistant Principal Fox please join us at the podium? Will the first row please rise? Ahmed.
Lady Alvarez Hernandez. Elijah Amos. Anthony Aparicio. Ansel Apicano Pineda. Justin Arcilla Bishad. Wayne Avery. Brandon Jacquelina Contreras. Zachary Kawamata. Priscilla Barreto San Martin.
Sophia Bernal.
Decal Berico.
Sam Thornton.
Sayer Boyce.
Alexander Lumanda.
Stephanie Cal.
Isabel McCain.
Mia Cami.
Nicholas Castaldo.
Juliana Carvalho.
Alejandro Ceballos.
Eric Castro Sanchez.
Patrick Collins Jr.
Sophia Corridor.
Christian Cruz.
Angelina De La Cruz.
Christian DeRosas.
Stefania De Rogatis.
Matthew Drake.
Rafael Dominguez.
Emily Duarte.
Raymond Drake.
Zoe Engelbron.
Lauren Emidio.
Jason Fallow.
Stephen Escobar Romero.
Juan Fernandez Restrepo.
Eric Perez Leon.
April Feliciano.
Jennifer Flores.
Dana Flores.
Samantha Garcia. Pedro Franco Rojas. Nicholas Garcia Warren. Juan Garcia. Daniela Gonzalez. Mariana Geraldo Rivera. Kevin Gutierrez. Tristan Gillespie. Kevin Guzman. Citlali Rivera. William Hernandez. Josue Guzman. Jeffrey Hernandez Santizo. George Hernandez. Zachary Himmelfarb. Mateo Herrera. Dalia Iglesias. Charlie Cole. Frederick Cossin. Evelyn Kozio. Noel Kosofsky. Kenneth Linez. Ty Levine. Sophia Lanzano. Gerson Lopez Riqueno. Isabel Lucarella. John Lozano. Brady Madison. Nicole Lapercio. Hannibal Martinez. Sarah Mall. Diana Martinez. Christopher Martinez. Aaron Pedrano. Bianca McIntosh. Max Muehlhausen. William Mendel. Jameson Moore. Natalie Rizzo. Gabriela Mustone. Jordan Munoz. Ahmad Naeem. Jake Leclario.
Ortiz.
Joel Olivencia Nunez.
Hillary Pacheco.
Devin O'Dean.
Phil Palacios Gonzalez.
Leslie Pacheco Pineda.
Lily Patek.
Daphne Paz Lerma.
Caitlin Panagia.
Christian Pensa.
Hasman Pensa Johnson.
Jasmine Perez.
Kaylin Perez Perez.
Colby Peterson.
Maisie Palakis.
Amy Prado.
Israel Hula.
Tyler Quast.
Brianna Quiros.
Gustavo Ramirez.
Jessica Ramos.
Melissa Ramos.
Alexis Reeves.
Evelyn Reyes.
John Reyes.
Ruben Reyes Flores.
Kimberly Reyes.
Nancy Rojas.
Ashley Reyes Lopez.
Liam Sutton. Haley Weisbart. Dante Zangrillo. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Clemenson.
Congratulations to each of you. Let's have a round of applause for the class of 2023. Sitting under this tent is not a guarantee, as you heard your teacher say tonight. It's something you've earned, it's something you deserve, and for that recognition, everyone under this tent is proud of each and every one of you. Sitting under this tent as an 8th grader is a newer tradition in Hampton Bays, similar to the still relative newness of your school. I hope that under this magnificent tent, you each understand the importance of what is taking place tonight. In front of all who are in attendance, you will each proudly and shortly leave this tent, heading to the building behind you as high schoolers. The class of 2023, as you've heard, is a special class of achievers, dancers, singers, actors, playwrights, performers, scientists, lacrosse stars, basketball greats. They all sit before you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a class of servant leaders, be it cleaning the beach, serving veterans, serving the church, bringing fresh drinking water around the world, or fighting cancer. It's a class that brings out the very best of Hampton Bays Middle School. And as each of you become a high schooler tonight, you will enter that building behind you. And your job is to leave it and yourselves better than you are today. On Thursday night, many of us will be back under this tent again, and we're going to say similar words to the class of 2019 as they leave Hampton Bays High School and head into the world. But for you, you have one last stop, and it's that brown building behind you. And at that last stop, you have some things to do. You need to figure out what you love, specifically identify it. How do you like to spend your time? Then figure out what you're good at, what you're naturally good at, and more importantly, what you're willing to work hard at to become even better. And the answer will be different for each of you. But the high school behind you has innumerable ways for you to pursue your talents and earn a seat back under this tent in 4 more years. And once you have your answer, what you like, what you're good at, and what you're willing to work for, pursue it like crazy. If you like music, join every club that the high school offers. Take every class you can, get on stage, join a team, train your brain and your body every day to be a great player and a great team player. If it's science or math or history or literature, do the same thing and dig in. When you take advantage of the opportunities before you, the world before you becomes a world of doors, any of which you'll be ready to walk through. Moms and dads, I'm sure you would tell us on stage that the last 9 years of school have been the blink of an eye. And it was probably feels like just yesterday that your children left Hampton Bays Elementary and crossed the parking lot to the middle school. I don't think anyone would disagree that the days seem faster and time seems to pass more quickly. So for that reason, those of you seated and enjoying tonight's ceremonies, revel in the celebration and embrace what's to come for your special guest under the stage tonight. Stay involved at Hampton Bays High School because this building is ready and waiting to take you and your children's educational experience to the next level. In large part, this path of being greater and greater every day, 8th graders, has to do with the people sitting behind you and behind me. Your parents and families deserve an enormous amount of thanks. So let's give them a round of applause and thank them. Thank you to Mr. Shug and Mrs. Fox, your talented school leaders, to our Board of Education for setting the tone and paving the way for our district and every student in it to be great and to take advantage of great opportunities. To Ms. Doss and Ms. Heenan, your committed, fun, creative class advisors who go above and beyond every day, and to the outstanding faculty who are seated behind me who work for you every day. Let's give them a round of applause. In particular, before I close, I'd like to just recognize Mrs. O'Halloran again and ask her to stand, as Mrs. O'Halloran is also moving up tonight, but she's really moving out tomorrow. She prepares to retire, and as that last school bus pulls out for the year, we want to say thank you for your service to children, for your contributions to Hampton Bays, and specifically being one of the first people to walk through the doors of our beautiful new school 10 years ago. We all wish you an exciting and happy retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, moving up today, your time at Hampton Bays Middle School has given you the foundation to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep succeeding. And we're all certain you will continue to do that. On behalf of the Board of Education, I congratulate you on this very important achievement in your life. And on behalf of Mr. Richard and Mr. Ferraro and the entire high school team, we welcome you to this campus, the Hampton Bays High School, as ninth graders and the class of 2023. Congratulations. Summer and the see you in September here at high school. Thank you.
Students, congratulations. Thank you for a fantastic 4 years and best wishes in your future endeavors. You will certainly be missed, but we know you will make us proud. We look forward to great things from all of you. At this time, it is my honor to officially acknowledge and recognize tonight's honorees. Will the Hampton Bays Middle School class of 2019, the Hampton Bays High School class of 2023, please rise.
Yes,